You looking at your wife as something inferior. Why'd you marry if you thought like that? Huh? The wife knows just as much as the husband. That's why women should be paying attention when they come to the Bible class. Right? Because some men don't want their wives to know certain things. They want to keep them in the dark. But the women can be know just as much as the husband does. So that way she know how to make wise decisions pertaining to her family. Am I right? Know you're not to eat pork, not to do this, not to do that. You got to go wise. She's going to make sure you ain't eating no pork. You know, during the Passover week, you'll be surprised at the food that's out there that you can buy that got swine in it and yeast. If you were looking at the label, you'll see a whole lot of them that you didn't think of, consider it. Candy bars, yogurts. A lot of your yogurts got yeast in it. And you'll notice that when the Passover, when this time of year come around, you'll see all those different items you overlooked it before. That's why it pays during that time, you got to read the labels. If it got yeast on it, you got to put it down. And I seen it in stuff I never thought it was in. So you got to be awful careful during that time. See, those are the things that the Almighty look at in a person. Are you really, see, Scripture said the wise man looketh well to his going. And that's what the Almighty wants us all to do, look well to our goings, our ways, how we think, things we do. If you're not mindful of the things you do and considering the things you do, you're going to get yourself in a world of trouble. Because the wise man looketh well to his goings. So you got to consider how you think, how you feel towards certain individuals. If you think negative towards a certain person, you got to cut it out. Because that's evil. And some of us don't get that. That's evil. He said, let none of you imagine evil in your heart towards your brother. You're not to have a vain thought in your head towards somebody else, another brother or sister. The Almighty said that. He said that. He wants us to function as a family, as a unit. Am I right? Right? How good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together. That's a beautiful thing when you dwell together in unity. There's no envy, no division, no indifference of opinion. That's a beautiful thing. That's why I can sit up here when Ezekiel and Alicia teach and say, hey, man, what they're saying, because I know what they're saying is true. I can put my stamp of approval on it. That's what unity brings, because you got positive thoughts towards one another. You're not to think negative of other people's. You should always think positive of other people. That way you get along better with that person. When Almighty gave us the laws, statutes, and commandments, those laws, statutes, and commandments teaches us morals. And what are morals? Some people don't even consider what morals are. Morals, now I'm straight what morals are. And that's what the laws and commandments teaches you, morals. It said morals characterized by conventional virtues. And that's what these laws and commandments are. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not hate thy brother. Thou shalt not lie. What? Those are virtues, morals. That's what makes you civilized. You should not lie with your wife when she's set apart in her uncleanness. That's what makes you civilized. Your wife is unclean. You don't sit in the same bed with your wife when she's in that condition. Those are high morals. Am I right? A Christian would do it in a minute. It don't matter to them. They jump in that bed in a minute. Wake up and that issue all on them. They don't consider. They don't consider. Am I right? They don't consider. Something wrong with so what? I just get up, wash up, get back in bed. Same bed, same sheet. They don't know morals. They don't have no morals. Instead, we got a law where the Almighty speaks about the seed of copulation. Bathes before the sun goes down. Am I right? Christians don't give a darn about that law.